Greetings, mortals. I am Natus, the ruler of hell. And today we will be reacting to Fire Force reacting to chapter 277, Ripoff or Homage. So let's get into this chapter. So the first chapter, so the first page that we see is actually what I'm guessing supposed to be Goku in like a weird, in pickle like cape, sending some kind of blast. I'm guessing it's supposed to be like a key blast or something. So I guess this is that ripple for homage that we are speaking of. And then we see something written on it is there any love behind it? That's a wait. I'm not sure what the hell is that referring to. Is that referring to Connor's weird bullying of children? So let's see here. And we see the rip-off Beast movie slasher Connor speaking. We have him just laughing off his ass like, yak, 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 yak. Ha 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 ha. Yak ha ha ha. Is he just going through laughter styles all willy-nilly? Because that's really stupid. I guess it's supposed to be again B movie slasher thing. Real versus fake. Who will win the battle of Kunos? Well, considering the fact that the fake is not even a fun kind of psychopath, I'm gonna say the real one. Yeah, haha. So is he swapping? Yeah, he seems to be just changing laughing styles as he goes along. I wanna see your insides. I'm going to feed your feet while you're feeding feed. What? Is he making that sound? Is that supposed to be like cursing but no cursing? Which is funny considering the fact that the last battle between Arthur actually not actually yeah no actually that by example a couple of chapters ago we literally had a suicide cult happening. So yeah, now we get Kuno, the real Kurono's body. He's like, from insane laughter to extreme language, what is your deal? It seems like you started turning into the captain of the fourth there for a minute. I guess he's even mentioning how he's acting like the captain of the fourth when he tweets something to like when he's supposed to like curse. Is this seriously the impression people have of me? Actually, that's a good point. Like, where does the whole cursing come from? Like, I get the serial murder, but where does the cursing come from? And we see him just, and we see Corona actually just looking at his manager. He's like, "Do you think kind of this?" That's how it goes. Then you don't really know as a person well. You tend to turn them into an abstract character in the hopes of categorizing and understanding them. Is he also making a meta talk? Because I'm barely following these meta talks right now. So you're saying people categorize me as some cardboard cutout slasher. I'm worried about how people see me now. It affects my salary. He's like, wait a minute. People see me as a murderous slasher even though I bully children for my job? Well, this is gonna affect my salary. Again, hilarious. It's hilarious how he's like so nonchalant about this. And see the slasher, I guess, licking the blood? You don't have to lick your blade every single time. I guess again, making joke on you don't have to lick your blades. You and I are the same. The only difference is our viewpoint. And the fact that you're a slasher, wow, he's a salaryman. And you seem to fight a bit. And it's gonna be an awesome side versus scythe battle, which is, let's be real here, the only thing that's important to anyone. After all, what's better than a scythe? Answer, nothing! Oh yeah, says the real Kono. You're nothing but scum who bullies the weak. You could say I'm the perception of who you really are. I guess the fake was like, hey, you're better doing what I'm doing, just that I am a slasher. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And we see him like setting, I guess turning his scythe into like a wheel. Imagine a flame wheel from Pokemon is the best way to say it. And we see the real Kono blocking it. And I think he gets a hit a bit. It's one of those weird smoke panels, so it's hard to tell if it's damage or not. That smoke is the blade that'll tear your limb from limb. Question: why hasn't this Corona realized that the real Corona could potentially control the smoke? We see the real Corona not taking control of the smoke, just straight up dodging the scythes that Corona made. Which I gotta be honest, as random blades coming from everywhere goes, this is actually a pretty cool panel. And we see the real Corona like a chat with his scythe dodging the attack, and we see a bit of blood, and Ataku shocked. I guess the real Corona did get a bit of slice, but not really anything that all that important. And I see the fake Corona be like, I don't give a damn about my position in the company. I don't have any reason to hold back, and that's what makes me strong. So the real people's perception of Corona isn't even that he's a company man. That's odd. And the real Corona response is that right? If you were really that strong, I would be thinking about throwing away the position with the company and just running away. But you don't seem that strong. Oh, that's that could actually lead to something else. But I'll comment on it later or the end of the reaction. Stop acting tough, real me, in quotations marks. I'm not acting tough. We do have one thing in common. We both only think only of ourselves, but fundamentally we are different, completely different. So I guess this is also supposed to be like matching at these B movies. When although they are similar characters and they have one thing in common, they are at bases different. And we see the real claw making like this kind of demonic freak claw. Maybe a dinosaur claw would be more accurate to say, but I'm not sure if they would be aware of dinosaurs in this world. Then tell me, how are we so different? Questions the fake Corona. I see a bit of slices, and these are pretty awesome looking. I may be and Kuno starts to explain how they're different. I may be selfish, but that doesn't mean I fight alone. And that makes you stronger than me? And the dog was in shock as that real fake Corona honestly makes like a killer clones from other space parodies, since he kind of makes this like a chopping motion, which makes Steve, which is like that one clone who eat a bunch of people with, or turn them into corn by his shadows. I don't know if Okubo was watching that movie while coming up with this. My strength doesn't come from being some unhinged psycho. I'm a professional company man! Which is true, Kolo is, if in a way, a professional company man. And see the fake Corona just be like, Director Oguro, give me the order. Is it? Wait, give me the order? I guess Corona was waiting for an order. Go for it. And he's like, understood. And I'm not sure this is him taking over or starting to go full power. But yeah, we see then another set of claws, but this time 5. And the fake Corona dodges them with real Corona, I guess. But looks of things, maybe the angle coming from them, or maybe just appearing really quickly. And then I'm guessing the real Corona is gonna have to tell, because now the real Corona also seems to have that whole smoke like his face thing bashing into him, and from the angle it seems to be the real Corona bashing him into the wall, and then a couple of black, I'm guessing weird tentacle-like shadows coming, and the fake Corona, looks at them and he sees what looked to be a bunch of Orochi Hydra type of creature behind him. I see the Ryoko being like, I'm able to fight because I can push the responsibility onto my boss. That's, again, I just love the corporate speech from Conroe. It's so hilarious. And we see that Faker is still acting completely crazy. You can't do anything without the say-so of your boss? How about I free you from that chained way of living? Like he's saying, oh, you can't do anything about your bosses? Well, that in case you might as well die. And then the real core is like, oh, I guess there's gonna be some nice way to tell the difference between the two now, where the real core is gonna have, aside from the more sad kind of expression or the more mouth down expression, he's also gonna have like black in his pupils, which is gonna be a lot easier. I guess it's not gonna be black in the anime, but I'm just gonna call it black because it's manga. You're trying to desperately to copy and replace me, but do you even like being me? Which is a good question. Which I guess is like, alright, I know you are supposed to be my replacement, but do you even want to be my replacement, honestly? I mean, you are basically replacing a company, man. Let's be real here. As if I just want the perks of being you. So yeah, even he admits this time, yeah, I don't want to actually be you. I just want your perks. And then we see, I'm guessing the fake Corona being completely indulged in shadows. And then we, I guess, end the fight. Not sure exactly. We should just see this kind of like a skull that resembles something from Soul Eater, and then we get the real Corona's respond. I could never allow someone to replace me just because they wanted my perks or achievements. The only reason you wanted to become me was because you wanted something out of it. If there had been some love behind it, it would have been fine. So basically, it's like, if you at least had some love for being me, I would consider your proposition. But since there was nothing, you're dead. And Sentaro coming in, he's like, Kurono-san. Hmm? And he's turning around and looking at him. And looking at him like, oh, thank goodness, it's the real you. I guess Atako got a little confused which one was which one because, you know, they look very similar. Like, maybe there will be a little more difference when it comes to like anime, like maybe his jacket will be different color, but as it goes, the two are pretty much the same character in terms of every appearance wise. Like I'm pretty sure that Benimaru's doppelganger had more of a difference because of the eyes. And I've seen a Corona like rubbing Knuckles' head, and we see him smiling. The only person that's gonna be bullying you from now on is me. He's yeah, that makes sense. That kind of like father son thing. But torture. And then we see the eye again, and we see, assuming the world's still around anyway. So yeah, this basically says, I will take over this place. You can't forgive a loveless imitation in a word of true despair. Can there be any false hope? Setting off. So, yeah, this is the end of the chapter, huh? And setting off is the next chapter's title. So, yeah, surprised to see this fight was so quick. Maybe it's one of those. Maybe it's one of those fights where, because Dragon's fight was so long, it had to be cut a bit. But in all honesty, it's not. It doesn't feel all that rushed. So I don't have that much of a complaints with this. So, before we end, I should probably talk about the kind of power levels, which is something that just comes up when it comes to manga discussions, and that is, if Kano managed to beat his doppelganger so easily, does that mean Benimaru's doppelganger will be able to be beat this easily? Possibly, because these are doppelgangers, and this mostly comes from how people view them in terms of power. And the thing is, Kurono, unlike Benimaru, who's like the strongest fire soldier, like the only person who no one was even there to mess with. So I feel like it's very likely that Benimaru's doppelganger will be a lot stronger, or at least closer to Benimaru's power level, because Kano doesn't have like that many overblown feats to speak of. Like there are some mentioning to some comparison of the two, but nothing to say like, oh yeah, Benimaru is the strongest. So I feel like that might be the reason why so Kono, if he is more compared with Benimaru than we expected, why he managed to defeat his doppelganger so quickly. So yeah. So Benimaru's doppelganger is a different story because people honestly probably already view Benimaru as like a god level character. Like even people who know the real him will probably still view him as some unbeatable pillar. So I could see Benimaru being a more of a threat than Konyo's doppelganger. It's the same reason why like with Burns, I can see him be like a pillar of power. So yeah. That's what my idea is for how powerful, how Benimaru's doppelganger will still be like extremely powerful. He not be one shot by the real Benimaru. But again, we could see, like I could totally see because of how long Dragon's fight was that the next couple of fights are gonna be a little more rushed. I hope it's not gonna be this, but between the characters on Force and this, I am starting to worry. But anyways, you tell me in the comments below, what do you think? Do you think that the arc will be rushed now? How did you like the chapter? And or no, just tell me anything you think about it in the comments. And also leave a like, subscribe to this channel for more videos in the future. And with that said, I cannot wait to see all people next time. Bye.